Hi everyone. I usually don't post videos at all on YouTube. Um, but I'm a New Yorker, born and raised in the Bronx. Now living in New Jersey for the past approximately 2 years. Independent. I've voted both Democrat and Republican. I don't, give loyalty to any one side. I vote based on issues and listening and, you know, which way my sentiment goes at the moment, because people grow, people change. Um, Sorry, I paused there for a second, which I may do a few times in this video, but I just wanted to share my sentiment because it's a little disgusting to me. It's very disgusting to me to see the political spectrum that we're in. What makes America so great is the fact that people have the freedom to vote as they choose, and the majority of that vote, bases the outcome. So in New York City, Zoran, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. So Zoran Mondani won. Congratulations to him. This is what the majority of the people in New York City voted for. Then so be it. That's You're not always gonna get your way. Newsflash to Republicans or independents or whatever. Not everybody liked when Trump won, and that's just the way the ball bounces, right? I mean, that's what voting is for. I'm sorry, I have kids here. But so my dad, his name is Juan Nieves Jr. You can Google him if you like. He died on 9/11 on the 106th floor working for Windows of the World. And what's a little disgusting to me, or like, it's like opening a can of worms of buried sentiment and numbness, is to see so many people on the right that do not like the fact that a Muslim man got voted into office in a relatively known Democratic city. That was no surprise to me because, Cuomo got kicked out for a reason. So to see everybody saying that people forgot about 9/11 and Islam and all this like silliness just because he was elected is so disgusting. It is so disgusting to see that, because like, how dare you? How dare you? People that have no relation to 9/11 at all, other than seeing it on TV and living in New York City, or people that have no relation to 9/11 at all, that were not personally affected, having all these opinions and oh, people forgot. No, you know what? I'm a family member. I'm the daughter. My dad. I was 23 years old when my dad died. And being Muslim, having a background of Islam, or, being of a nationality that's Middle Eastern or whatever, that has absolutely nothing to do with 9/11. And to say that people forgot, that all these people that voted for him should sit and watch, 9/11 videos, like, how dare you? How dare you? You have no relation to 9/11 or no empathy to anything that anyone went through. And you know what? True New Yorkers know that, it's a melting pot. Being Christian does not make you better than a Jew. Being Jew does not make you better than a Christian. Being Muslim does not make you better than a Hindu. Like, what happened to respect of everyone's faith and nationality? You know, people are allowed to believe whatever they believe, and just because someone's of a certain faith background, you know, like, how dare you relate them to 9/11? Like, what is the relationship to terrorism and this man? Like, he was 9 years old. He was 9 years old. So explain it to me, because I don't get it. So unless you have actual proof and facts to back things up, and, you know, you've lived in this city and you can tell me that every Muslim you've met, it happens to be a terrorist or some stupid, you know, notion like that, which we all know is absolutely nonsense, then please shut up. Please shut up. Because you don't know what you're talking about. Like, and if you're a Republican, you sound no different or no better than the Democrats with the cancel culture. You know, if you're a Democrat that didn't like, it's just silly. Like, politics has gotten so silly where everyone is just devoted to like an affiliation than just to common sense or to like any sense of humanity. So just stop. Stop talking about 9/11. Like, you know, are all priests rapists? Are all priests pedophiles? Are all IDF soldiers torturers and rapers? Because some have tortured and raped Palestinian prisoners, as that's been released and proven. So if you're trying to say that, you know, like all Muslims or all people of the Islam faith or whatever are now related to 9/11, or, you know, then, hey, you know, are all priests rapists? Because there have been priests that are pedophiles. That's fact. That's proven. So, like, just stop it. Like, stop the rhetoric. You guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, it's such bullshit. And it's frustrating to the people that are actually, like, related to 9/11. So just do us a favor. If you have any kind of, like, empathy or, like, you know, common sense, unless you're going to come with, like, facts and disprove anything I just said, then just stop. Like, it's so, I don't do videos, but you know what? Good luck to the guy. Because if you love this country, you want to see anyone that gets elected do good for their people that they represent. And if people that didn't vote for him want to leave, let them leave. They want to move to Texas or Florida or North Carolina or anywhere in between, so be it. Oh, don't move to Florida. Don't move here. You know what? You can't do anything to stop it. And just because someone moves doesn't mean they voted for him. So what? Like, you guys sound like so ridiculous, you know, and you're making like your party sound no different than the nonsense of what the other party was doing. Like, stop giving so much loyalty to like an affiliation and just like have some basic common sense before you open your mouth. Please and thank you.